Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to MCW 168, live from Lafayette, Louisiana, and perhaps more importantly, welcome to the final episode of MCW on 2K19. Just like with XCW, it's been a hell of a ride, but all good things must come to an end, and they are coming to an end tonight. But don't worry, we still have Soul Survivor in 2 weeks, and that is going to be on 2K19 as well. That's going to be our last show on this game before we go to 2K22. But we're going to go ahead and kick things off here on MCW 168, though, starting things off. All 5 MCW competitors, all 5 superstars who will be in the Soul Survivor tournaments representing Motor City Wrestling are going to face off in an elimination fatal 5-way matchup in one last attempt to earn momentum heading into Soul Survivor. After this, we got Duncan Jones taking on Kamikaze Marty in an exhibition match. Then Strength and Power take on the Block Party after Justin James laid down the challenge last night on XCW. After that, Emily Sharp and Jessica Taylor are going to collide, and of course, our main event of the evening, Tyler Van Diver challenges Shinzo Tabata for the European Championship, just one show away from when the European Champion is set to face off against the World Hardcore Champion. So, that's... We could see the match card change. We could very indeed see the Soul Survivor match card change just one show before it's supposed to take place. But of course, stay tuned to later on to find out who is going to walk into Soul Survivor as the European Champion. But for now, like I said, we got this elimination fatal 5-way matchup straight as Drew Campbell, Seth Baker, Sean Goldman, Joe Sullivan. All 5 of these athletes are ready to go at it, ready to tear each other limb from limb, just in an attempt to walk into Soul Survivor with one extra win under their belt, because that could be the difference. That little bit of momentum, that could be the difference between who wins the Soul Survivor tournament and who does not. We saw last night Pedro Rodriguez win XCW's respective 5-man elimination match, defeating Xander Storm, Marco Rodriguez, and a couple of other superstars. But now we're going to see the MCW side of the fence, going to see these guys collide, and now I can stop rambling finally because the match is ready. So let's go ahead and get to it. Elimination 5-man match, up next.
The following contest is an elimination match. Making his way to the ring from Juarez, Chihuahua, Mexico, weighing in at 181 pounds, Shade F.
Now, I mentioned Pedro Rodriguez winning the fatal 5-way matchup last night on XTW. Here's a man who's had his issues with Pedro Rodriguez as of late, as well as the rest of Doomsday and Marco Rodriguez as well. Straight Edge more recently joined in this rivalry between himself, between him, Aztexio, and Deuce, and Doomsday and Marco Rodriguez. In 2 weeks at Soul Survivor, not only will he be partaking in the Soul Survivor tournament, but as announced by Gavin Thompson last night, he is also going to be included in the 8-man elimination tag team match, teaming up with Aztexio and Zach Stasiak to take on Pedro Rodriguez, Kenny Blade, Marco Rodriguez, and Cody Campbell.
And his opponent, first, from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 211 pounds, Seth Baker.
And then here's a man we've seen a different side of lately, ever since Seth Baker officially disbanded himself from the rest of Darkness Incarnate and rejoined his brothers Jay and Jeff. We've seen a much more aggressive side of Seth Baker, and we've seen a side of him that's actually been getting results, because Seth Baker, for the first time in his career, is about to be competing in the Soul Survivor tournament. Seth Baker, for the first time in his career, could be challenging for the UPWA championship here soon. And a win here tonight will get him even closer to the gold.
197 pounds, Drew Campbell.
Now, once again, I talk about Pedro Rodriguez, straight edge, Zach Stasiak. Well, Drew Campbell's brother Cody has gotten into the mix of these superstars lately, and he is going to be competing in that men's 8-man elimination tag team match at Solo Survivor. But that leaves Drew Campbell on his own to compete in the Solo Survivor tournament for the first time in his career. Now, Drew Campbell is probably the only member of the Campbell clan who has yet to truly break out. We've seen Jack Campbell collect the European Championship and have a historic reign with that title. Cody Campbell is a former UPWA champion, but Drew has not found much single success thus far in his career.
From Glendale, Arizona, weighing in at 262 pounds, Joe Sullivan.
This spot in the Solo Survivor tournament could be exactly what Drew Campbell needs, but same goes for Joe Sullivan. This is his second attempt at winning the Solo Survivor tournament. Last year, he was representing Motor City Wrestling, where he was eliminated by Jacob Fisher in the first round. But over the past 12 months, we've seen sort of a different side of Joe Sullivan. It seems like the more you count this guy out, the better he does in the ring. The more results he gets. And people have been counting him out for a very long time. Over the past year, though, we finally started to see Joe Sullivan really start to break out and prove to everybody that he's more than just a 6'5" jobber. Maybe this time around, now that he's got all his momentum under his belt, maybe this could be the year that Joe Sullivan wins the Solo Survivor tournament and goes on to win his first UPWA championship.
And from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 276 pounds, Sean Goldman.
But don't you for a second forget about Sean Goldman. Now, while Sean Goldman has never gotten past the first round of the Solo Survivor tournament, and to be fair, 2 years ago, it was due to some shenanigans caused by the PRA. Sean Goldman, without a doubt, is a force in that ring. He's proven it time and time again. His win-loss record speaks for itself. And his past with the UPWA Championship speaks for itself as well. Sean Goldman, of course, a two-time UPWA champion. He's also a former World Hardcore champion. One of the longest reigning World Hardcore champions, as a matter of fact, and even a former UPWA Tag Team champion alongside Dustin James, but the less said about that, the better. Hey, what's up, Brendan? There you fucking are. But now it's time to get this matchup going. It is Sean Goldman and Straight Ed going at each other. Joe Sullivan, Seth Baker, and Drew Campbell all colliding as well. And also, I'll be honest, no one was here at the beginning. I didn't do the bets. But since you're here now, Brendan, there you go. You got 1 minute. Good luck. Now, Sean Goldman and Seth Baker have had their issues as of late. We've seen Sean Goldman and the Bakers in general. They've all been on a collision course with each other. And that all stemmed from Seth Baker and Sean Goldman's Solo Survivor qualifier matchup last month, where Baker got himself DQ'd intentionally after he was unable to actually defeat Sean Goldman. And ultimately, his frustration got the better of him. But here we are, just a couple of weeks away from Solo Survivor. These two are both in the tournament, but it's weird to see them not going after each other. Instead, Seth Baker and Drew Campbell going toe-to-toe inside the ring. Joe Sullivan back in there as well. And wait a second, no, Sullivan. Oh, what the? Okay, I'm not entirely sure what happened there, but Drew Campbell going to capitalize. Looking for a Frankensteiner, plants him. head first into the canvas. Almost bet on Sullivan, and then I really remembered the proving ground fiasco. Yeah, you never want to root for Sullivan, because if you do, he's going to lose. But if you don't, he'll win. So if you want Sullivan to win, don't root for him. Simple as that. I don't understand the logic, but there it is. That's the logic that we work with here. Match continues on, though. Seth Baker now looking to go after Sean Goldman here. Oh! Just a nasty car wreck at ringside between all four of these competitors. Now Seth and Sean going toe-to-toe. Goldman looking for the back elbow, catches the knee, catches the kick, elbow to the knee. But now Baker unloads these kicks to the side of the leg. Gonna bring Goldman. Trying to bring him up to the apron, but Goldman able to break free from this hold. A couple of elbows to the midsection. And no, jawbreaker. So Seth rocks him back, couple of jabs now. Throws him into the barricade. Goldman goes down. Meanwhile, back inside the ring, Straight Edge goes for the cover on Drew Campbell. Only gets a 1. Interesting alliance that we were just seeing there between Joe Sullivan and Straight Edge. Like I was saying before, Straight Edge and Doomsday, they've been having their issues lately. Joe Sullivan, sort of an extension to Doomsday, is part of the Greater Obliteration faction. But now we're starting to see that very temporary alliance come undone as Straight Edge locks into Koji Clutch, trying to force the Sonoran Savage to tap out, and he does. And just like that, we are down to 4. Goldman going for the cover. Hold on a second. It only a 2 count. And hold on a second. Drew Campbell gonna go coast to coast. Straight Edge may be done after that one, but Sean Goldman gonna pin Drew Campbell. I don't know exactly what the strategy was there. He tried going for the cover on Straight Edge, but the Luchador was able to get out of the ring before a pin attempt could be made. Never bet on Sullivan after he got pinned and submitted 7 times. Hey man, Iron Cores, they either make you look strong or they make you look weak. There's no in between. He's still got ground war, though. He's still got ground war to his credit. Back inside the ring, though, Straight Edge takes, Seth Baker, takes Goldman down to that high knee. The San Fran Psycho right back up to his feet and now going to launch Seth Baker up and over, down to the floor below. Drew Campbell takes advantage with a throwback. Now looking to target Straight Edge. Schoolboy super kick, plants that foot right underneath the chin. Going for the cover, ref taking a bit to get in position. Now he is, but he only gets a 2. Hey, what's up, Brian? Now Seth Baker back into the mix. He's looking to take some revenge on Goldman. Brings him over the top rope and down to the floor. Meanwhile, Drew Campbell looking for a frog splash. Straight Edge gets the knees up. And that could be disastrous for Drew Campbell. Straight Edge double knees to the back. Rolls him over. Set him up here, looking for a knee bar of some sorts. Trying to force a submission, but Drew Campbell, a submission specialist in his own right, is able to find the escape. But still, you can see the effects on that left leg taking their toll the way that he got up. And hold on a second now, Drew Campbell looking to lock him into the Border City stretcher the same way he beat him last month at Titans Collide. But no, Straight Edge able to roll onto his side and break up the hold. Straight Edge manages to stay alive. But now Goldman from behind has one. Oh my god, just falls right back down. Thanks to Drew Campbell's interference in the move, looking for an enziguri off the ropes. Goldman sidesteps with Campbell right back up to his feet, however, and a basement dropkick takes care of the San Fran Psycho. Now Drew Campbell looking to pick up the pieces against Straight Edge here. Rushes in, looking for the front flip DDT, just spikes him on the top of his head, rolls him over, goes for the cover, hook of the outside leg, but only a 2. Now Campbell going to pick him right back up, launch him into the corner once again. But straight edge fights out of the corner. There's the running knee. And off the top rope, looking for a springboard moonsault, crashes and burns into the canvas. Drew Campbell picking up the pieces, hits that Campbell kick, goes for the cover, hooks the leg. And we're down to 3. Oh, painkiller! Now Baker, well, Drew Campbell's down thanks to Seth Baker. Now he's going after the San Fran Psycho here. And I think Goldman took his eye off the ball for just a moment there. Now Seth doing the same thing. That's going to cost him. Give me 1 second. My mind is going just retarded right now. Oh, double knee. Well, 1 knee to 2 men right there from Drew Campbell. And hold on a second. Now has a knee bar applied, trying to force Baker to tap out. But no, Seth, a couple of boots to the head, able to break up the hold. But now it's Seth Baker feeling the effects of a knee bar, much like Drew Campbell earlier on. And hold on, Baker, clothesline sends him over the top rope and down to the floor. What's he thinking here? Shoots off the ropes, and a spaceman plancha over the top rope. Campbell back up to his feet, back elbow catches him, but a thrust kick to the midsection finds its mark. Drew Campbell not allowing Baker to capitalize though, but nonetheless Baker able to sweep the leg and give him a moonsault. Had to take a dump right before the show. Just take your laptop to the bathroom. Wait, just take your phone to the bathroom. Fuck the laptop. But I thought that's what we all did at least. Seth Baker has a clover leaf locked in on Drew Campbell, trying to force the submission. Notice how he had the left arm pinned under Drew's own body as well for extra measure, making sure he couldn't try to reach the ropes. Not that there is rope break in this match, but still not giving Campbell any chance of escaping. Nonetheless, Campbell able to fight out. Now Goldman trying to eliminate Seth Baker. He does off the powerbomb. We're down to 2. And that's got to feel good for Sean Goldman finally getting that win over Seth Baker after everything they've been through over the past month. But now we are down to 2. Either Sean Goldman or Drew Campbell is going to win this match. And Campbell with a stiff elbow right across the face of Sean Goldman right there. Had him stunned for a moment. But now these two just going back and forth, counter for counter. Goldman responds with an elbow of his own. Kicks to the gut, club to the back. Brings him down to a knee, picks him back up. And going to bring him back inside the ring. Goldman taking just a second here to take a breather. But that may end up costing him as the San Fran Psycho goes to the high rent district for an elbow drop. And once again, taking just a second. Will that bit of hesitation cost him as he now winds up looking for the bull hammer? Campbell is out. Is this going to do it for him? No, only a 2 count. Campbell somehow kicks out. And now Goldman looking to capitalize, but a little too much time was taken that time. Campbell turns things around, sends him shoulder first into the canvas, drags him back to the middle of the ring now, and follows up with a running neck twist. Now to the top turnbuckle goes Campbell. Could be looking for a frog splash. 90-degree rotation in the air as well. And no, only a 2 count. Nearly had Goldman beat, but somehow the San Fran Psycho finds a way to kick out and stay alive in this contest. Not going to send Campbell over the top rope, down to the floor below. And once again, this match spills out to the ringside area. Punch to the midsection. And no, Campbell kicks the leg. Goldman stomps to the back of the knee. And now going to turn him around to that club, looking for an overhead belly-to-belly suplex. Picks him back up, has him by the hair. And going to bring him back inside the ring. Remember, there are no countouts, no disqualifications in this matchup, but the falls have to occur within the ropes. Now Goldman. Gonna drag him towards the ropes here, going for the cover. With his feet on the ropes, not illegal. But he only gets a 2 regardless. And Campbell looking for a Mongolian chop. Sean Goldman is having none of that, lifts him up into the Gorilla Press Gutbuster. Now a jawbreaker from Campbell, rolls him, no, looking for that schoolboy super kick again. Goldman had it scouted, goes behind for another Gutbuster. And Campbell wisely going to roll to the outside. Now the San Fran Psycho up to the top, turnbuckle, diving in for a clothesline. There is no escape from Sean Goldman. And now bringing him right back inside the ring where he can get the fall, but not before slamming him chest first into that apron. Picks him back up. What's Goldman thinking this time around? Lifts him up, pop-up powerbomb. Falls into the cover, hook to the outside leg. And still only a 2 count. Somehow, some way, Drew Campbell continues to persevere in this contest. He wants the victory at any cost, but Sean Goldman is simply outmatching him here tonight. Campbell seemingly unable to gain any sort of offense, and now Goldman literally flexing on him. Hey, what's up, Reaper? How you doing, man? What the hell is Sean Goldman thinking now? Waiting for Campbell to get back inside the ring. He was baiting him. Bullhammer elbow. Goes for the cover. Shoulders are down. It's still only a 2. But he's got one more in the tank. Another bullhammer. Hooks the leg one last time. 1, 2, 3. Sean Goldman picks up the win. Doing good. How are you, bro? I'm doing pretty good as well, man. Thank you very much for asking. Glad to hear you're doing well, fam. Sean Goldman picking up the impressive win, outlasting all 4 other competitors in this Elimination Fatal 5-way matchup. And I don't know about you guys, but I feel like this may be Sean Goldman's year. After that performance we just witnessed, I think this may be the year that Sean Goldman finally wins Sole Survivor, but that is yet to be seen. 2 weeks from now, we have the Sole Survivor Tournament, and I cannot wait for that one. Personally, my favorite pay-per-view of the year, and we're almost there. But before we can get there, we still have 4 more matches to get through here tonight. And our next one, coming up next, we got Duncan Jones going up against Kamikaze Marty in an exhibition match. Let's see, who was all in that match? So Sean Goldman, Seth Baker. Give me 1 second. Let me go ahead and update the records real quick before I do anything else. Joe Sullivan, Drew Campbell is Straight Edge. And there we go. Hey, what's up, Yanni? Hey, what's up, Abstract High? How you doing, dude? I'll go ahead and read that in a second. We'll go ahead and pay out the winner real quick. Congratulations, Brendan. I'm paying you out 5 times because of the odds there. So fucking congratulations, bro. Someone's got to win one eventually, and tonight you did exactly that. Now Duncan Jones and Kamikaze Marty set to collide one-on-one up next. Getting that shit ready. Let me go ahead and catch up with the chat now. Let's see. This is where we go to the TNA rules, where there can be a count out, where there can literally be anything. Where Jeff Jarrett can just run in with a guitar, hit both guys, get a double disqualification, and somehow, even though he wasn't in the match initially, he'll win the match. Let's see. Running my money, just fucking did. Came home to install 2K22 and played like 4 matches before realizing how long it would take. So I actually took a nap for once, and then sitting here, that shit has moved more than 5% from where I left it. But at least I got a game. Is that Goose fucking with your damn Wi-Fi again or some shit? Did that motherfucker find you? I'm doing pretty good as well, man. Thank you very much for asking. Hi. Appreciate it, fam. And I'm glad to hear you're doing good as well. But now let's go ahead and get this next match going. Though Duncan Jones, Kamikaze Marty, one-on-one.
Making his way to the ring from Brooklyn, New York, weighing in at 198 pounds, Duncan Jones.
Duncan Jones, one of the only few superstars who is not going to be on the Soul Survivor card in 2 weeks. But he does have one last chance to get a win before we close out 2K19 forever. And that chance is going to be taking on Kamikaze Marty. Last time we saw Duncan Jones was 2 weeks ago, where he actually had a shot at getting into the Soul Survivor tournament for the second time in his career in an elimination match against Chris Hunter, Seth Baker, and Oxley, but unfortunately it would not happen for DJ. That match was ultimately won by Seth Baker. But now DJ looking to turn things around. He may not be going to Soul Survivor, but there is still a lot of time after that to get his career on track to getting some sort of championship in the future. But a win here tonight is going to elevate him, perhaps to the point that he needs to be at.
And his opponent from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 175 pounds, Marty.
My Xbox is so slow, man, but it could have been even slower. I got rid of a good bit of the stuff on the Xbox. I no longer used to get rid of a third of the storage being used. Or I no longer use to get rid of a third of the storage being used. See, that ain't a problem for me, because I got what they call a 4 terabyte hard drive for my Xbox. I have not needed to delete a game in years. Although with the whole SSD share of the Xbox Series S and X, that may end up being an issue, but it is what it is. Either way, this matchup set to take off here. Duncan Jones has has an arm ring around Kamikaze Marty there for a moment. Now Marty reverses into a double wrist lock. DJ turns things around, side headlock applied. But Marty gonna shoot him off the ropes, break up the hold. Off the rebound, looking for a couple of kicks to the leg here. And DJ goes down. Now Marty to the top turnbuckle. What's he thinking here? DJ holding that leg. He may have heard it right there. But now Marty looking to take advantage. Diving elbow drop right to the back. But he's not done. Going back to the top rope. And looking for another one. This time DJ able to get out of the way. Looking to capitalize. Knee to the midsection. And going around with him for a neck breaker. Kick to the back. Marty gets out of the way. Now from behind, looking for a dragon suplex, I believe, but DJ reverses into a stunner. And now he has Marty stunned. Punch to the midsection, goes over. K2 plants him face first into the canvas. Quick stomp to the arm. Now one to the leg. Now one to the back as well. Into a side headlock. Going to transition into a headstand. DJ getting a bit comfortable here against Kamikaze Marty. Marty, despite his size, despite his lack of intimidation, he's not exactly someone you should underestimate. We've seen the big guys that this man has taken down. We've seen his performances in the past, like the one at Sandstorm last year. And hold on a second. DJ goes down, and that is the theme song of BLK. We know that BLK and Kamikaze Marty had their issues as of late. BLK is here on MCW. And he's hitting him with the Devil's Suicide. Referee amazingly didn't see a damn thing. Now Duncan Jones going for the cover, only gets a 2. BLK taking at least 5 minutes to get out of the ring. Finally does so. Now last night on XCW we saw, or last week I should say on XCW, we saw Kamikaze Marty help cost BLK a win against Jacob Fisher. Or against Jacob Fisher. 2 weeks ago, he attacked him during his match against Riley Anderson. And most notably, Marty has admitted that he was the guy who attacked BLK back at Proving Ground. But it looks like BLK is finally getting a measure of revenge here tonight by attacking Marty during his match with Duncan Jones. But I don't know if it's going to be that effective. Marty has the CQK locked in, trying to force the submission. But once again, Jones reverses into a stunner. Oh, and a bell clap rocks him. But Marty fires back with a punch to the midsection. Turns him around. He has it locked in again. CQK. He's got it applied. Can DJ fight out twice? And yes, he does. Marty guillotines himself across the ropes. DJ looking for a super kick, but Marty able to dodge it and deliver a German suplex. Picks him up. Sends him into the corner. No. Oh, what an uppercut. DJ goes down. And Marty starting to get into it here. Up to the top. Turnbuckle. There's a famouser off the top rope. But I'm not sure he got all of it. Marty feeling the effects of his own move right there. And gonna go for the cover. But no, DJ barely gets the shoulder up to stay alive. Oh! Kicks to the leg. But Jones back up to his feet finally. Has him in a front face lock. Holding him there for a second. Gonna let him go. But Marty gonna take advantage. Brings him into the corner. Misses the double knees. Oh! But not allowing him to capitalize. Punch and an uppercut. DJ though catches him. Backbreaker connects. And now Jones looking for it once again. Going to drag him back towards the middle of the ring just a bit. Out to the apron goes Jones. He's setting him up. Looking for the slam dunk. And that could do it for Kamikaze Marty. No, he's right back up. But Jones catches him and hits another K2. Marty rolls to the outside. Jones going outside to meet him. Wait a second. It was... looked like a bit of a ploy there. Jones takes advantage off the hot shot and now a neck breaker. Drags him towards the middle of the ring again. And Jones maybe looking for it for a third time here. A little bit of grope on the ref, but we're going to ignore that. Rolls through. Looking for a third slam dunk. And is that going to do it for Kamikaze Marty? No, Jones to the top turnbuckle. Looking for a swanton bomb, but Marty gets out of the way. Quick drag and screw from Jones. And it looks like Marty's been cut open, presumably by one of the slam dunks. And now Jones going to go to the top turnbuckle. Once again, he missed the swanton bomb already. But this time goes all in with a frog splash into the cover, hook of the leg. And only a 2 count. Marty somehow finds the will to keep on going. Finds the will to kick out I really ain't sure how the hell he did that, but either way, this match continues on. Marty with a quick right hand, looking for a high knee. Jones gets out of the way. Marty maintains control, front face lock applied. Gonna let him go. And Jones' kick gets caught. Oh, there's the knee. And follows up the Ninja-Giri. No. Sidestepped. Now Jones. Gonna bring him face first into the turnbuckle. The kick got caught. Turned around. Jones has been busted open as well, it looks like. But brings Jones to the top turnbuckle. Hurricane Rana. Brings him all the way down. Wait a second. Jones rolls through. But only a 2. Trying to steal the win right there. Marty able to kick out again. Turns around. Has the CQK locked in one more time. And this time, Jones, he's out. Referee has no choice but to call it. Damn, what a surprisingly good match. Like, I ain't even mad at all that my guy lost.
Here is your winner, Marty.
Now I'm going to pay that out 3 right there. That was actually a much better match than I thought it was going to be. But Kamikaze Marty, much to the chagrin of the MCW audience, is going to pick up the victory in spite of that interference we saw, courtesy of BLK earlier on in the match. But now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for us to move on to our mid-card match of the night. Strength and Power set to take on XTW's own, the Block Party. Dustin and Justin James coming over from the Black and Red brand. They have laid out the challenge to Joe Sullivan and Chris Hunter. Sullivan about to pull double duty. I guess that's why he was eliminated first in our Fatal 5-Way earlier. Because now he's coming back out here, going to team up with Chris Hunter to take on the James brothers. Let's see here. I missed a bit of the chat there. Oh, baby, blood in the water. Marty's upset about BLK doing spots, so he just no-sold the slam dunk. Marty's gonna get pinned there, but Marty saw him go to the top rope and do a swanton and was like, "Bro, fuck your spot fest, just hit the splash." Marty's a full heel when it comes to spotters. You know, I'd like to see Marty in AEW. I'm not gonna lie. Kind of hoping to see the win via roll. I'm not gonna lie, I was too. I thought that'd been a pretty funny way to end the match. Marty always has some type of 4 out of 5 star match with the rookies. 10 from 6 hits. Marty kept it going because he was pissed at some of the spots DJ was doing, but he's a true professional, so he made sure it ended on a good note. And made sure to end it by literally choking out his opponent. Shoot. That was a shoot, by the way. He actually did that to Duncan Jones. Anyway. Like I said, coming up next, we got Strength and Power taking on the Block Party. Well, like I said before, Joe Sullivan didn't have very good luck earlier on when he faced off against 4 other men in that Elimination Fatal 5-Way matchup. But now he's back out here alongside Chris Hunter, and these two are accepting the challenge laid out by the Block Party last night on XTW. The fact that Ikari hasn't given Marty a new contract is criminal. Amazing worker, you can never tell what's real and what's fake, because that finish was not a shoot. Now, fuck you, that was a shoot. He went into business for himself like he always does. The fact that we haven't offered him a new contract isn't criminal. Honestly, it's criminal that we haven't terminated his contract yet with all the liberties that Marty's been taking. And he may be a small guy, but he's really been exercising that backstage influence of his. And whenever that backstage influence, whenever those politics haven't worked for him, he just decided to do things the old-fashioned way inside that ring. And people are so afraid that they're gonna be choked out by Kamikaze Marty that they just do whatever the fuck he wants. Marty's a fucking menace in the UPWA locker room.
And their opponent, at a combined weight of 455 pounds, Dustin James and Justin James.
Well, Joe Sullivan and Chris Hunter alongside Sean Golden are fresh off of a draw last week in that six-man tag team match against the Bakers. But the Block Party, on the other hand, are fresh off of a victory against the Kiwi Buzzsaws over on Extreme Takedown Wrestling last week. Hard to deny the momentum is not in the Block Party's corner, but what's really going to matter here is whether or not they can overcome the power of their two opponents. Mark got worked by his commentator. Mark in the booth knows nothing about the wrestling business. Yeah, spoken like a true fan of the business, not someone who actually is involved in the bookings and, well, the whole backstage thing, really. The whole backstage shebang. It's like Adam Pacitti telling Nick Khan how to run, who and when to fire people. Alright, it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Anyway, this matchup begins though. Joe Sullivan back elbow to Dustin James, now gonna lift him up and toss him into the turnbuckle. James fires back with a Pele off the mat, and now follows up with a wheelbarrow bulldog. Joe Sullivan right off the bat trying to use his power advantage against his smaller opponent, but Dustin James, we're seeing that speed come into play, and it's starting to overwhelm the Sonoran Savage just a bit. But now this match spills out to the ringside area. These two going back and forth. Sullivan, knife edge chop, punch gets blocked, looking for a knee. Sullivan able to dodge it. Now has James by the headband, gonna bring him face first into the apron. A right, looking for a left. James responds with a left to the midsection. Now a kick to the gut from Sullivan. And turn things back around. Going to bring him back inside to the count of 6. And Sullivan back in there as well. I'm going to pick James up. Looking for a right hand. James with the reversal. Brings him into the corner. And a tag is made to Justin James. There's a body slam by Dustin. Now Justin with a back suplex to his brother. And Dustin gonna land on Sullivan with a splash. Very innovative offense there by the Block Party, but it's not enough to keep the bigger man down. Now Sullivan has an opportunity. He makes the tag to Chris Hunter. And now the two fresher competitors in this match are gonna collide. Justin James looking for a Superman punch. Brought Hunter down to a knee, but that's all he's gonna get for now. Hunter rocks and now goes down thanks to the clothesline. Quick stomp to the arm. And, oh, one more, this time to the shoulder, trying to take away Hunter's ability to box. Bit of a misstep there on Justin James's part. Hunter looking to capitalize, clothesline in the corner. James goes down. Hunter looking to follow up, but James with the reversal. Shoulder block takes him down. Stomps the arm to roll him over. And Hunter able to find a reversal shoulder breaker. Has him hurting, but not too badly. James with the wherewithal to get the uppercut out of the corner. Reverse what he's going for there, and now a big boot. Once again, preventing the tandem offense from preventing a tag from being made to Joe Sullivan. Now goes across the ring for that 360 Stinger Splash. Picks Hunter right back up, brings him into a different corner, one of the neutral corners. Now has him up on his shoulders, looking for Justin Valley Driver. Going for the pin hook of the leg, but only a 2 count. This matchup continues on for strength and power. And Hunter's gonna absorb that kick, unloads these quick left jabs, winds up the right, and just drops him. Hook of the leg, shoulders down, but only a 2. Now Hunter looking for the kick to the back, but James, no. Has the waist lock, but Hunter with a reversal. A couple of back elbows. James turns things back around. Cover that quick punch. And now a very unique variation of a suplex. Hunter tries to make that tag to Joe Sullivan. He gets cut off in the pass by Justin James, however. And James now just walking on him and taunting him. This may be a mistake to try to get under the Cape Town Killer's skin, but he's got him rocked with these jabs. Little bit of dance, and drops him with the right hand. But Hunter fires right back up with that shoulder block, and now is looking to finish him off once and for all with the knockout punch. James able to catch it, however, has him up on his shoulders now, looking for a Justin Valley Driver. Not finished yet, rolls him through, back up to his feet for a second Justin Valley Driver. And into the cover hook of the leg. Is that going to do it for Chris Hunter? And only a 2. Joe Sullivan getting in there just in case, and hold on a second. Oh! Backbreaker to James. And now both Justin James and Chris Hunter are down. Sort of got a reset right here. Who is going to be able to capitalize? Both men still down. James trying to stir. Hunter starting to get back up now. That backbreaker took a lot out of Justin James, it seems. But now Hunter back up to his feet. James trying to get back up as well, but gets taken back down thanks to that club. Hunter trying to get back into it. Gets caught the half and half suplex. Lands right on the back of his neck. And now James getting fired up. Hunter back up to his feet. Knife edge chop. Gets blocked. There's a right hand instead. Clothesline takes him down. Follows up with a second one. And off the rebound for a calf kick. He's looking to follow up here. Quick jab, another one, and a third. Has him soften up, has him stunned. Winds up the right and takes him back down. Picks him right back up, though he's not finished yet. Rings the arm. Oh, but eats a forearm from Justin James. Looking for a clothesline. Hunter ducks it, hits one of his own. Now a kick to the midsection, but James punched to the gut. Gonna bring Hunter into the corner. Tag made to Dustin. And taunting Chris Hunter. I don't think he realized the tag was made. Dustin goes over and a hip drop to the back. Great tandem offense there by the Block Party. Dustin James now legal. Throws him into the corner looking for a splash. Hunter gets out of the way. Oh, and just knocks him the fuck out with that KO punch. Shoots the half, hooks the leg. But only a 2. Great defense there by Joe Sullivan. Takes care of Justin James before the pin to be broken up. But regardless, Dustin able to kick out on his own. And now Dustin getting fired up here, it looks like. We all know the Block Party, they like to have a bit of fun with the crowd, even if it is against opponents as serious as these two. It seems to fuel Dustin and Justin James. We're seeing that right now as Dustin hits that Dustin Valley driver. Could be looking for the end here soon as he delivers a monkey flip to Hunter. Now it goes up to the top turnbuckle. Dustin looking for Dustin the Wind. But Hunter able to get the knees up. And another KO punch. James is out. Hooks the leg. Shoulders down. And that's all she wrote. A great match, without a doubt, between both of these teams. The Block Party fought as hard as they could. They did a great job at isolating Chris Hunter throughout most of this matchup. But in the end, the Cape Town Killer able to secure the win.
Here are your winners, Joe Sullivan and Chris Hunter.
Strength and Power going to pick up their first win as a tag team this year. Block Party going to be handed their first loss in tag team competition this year. But now it's time for us to move on to our next match of the night. Stick around, guys, because we got action in the women's division coming up next as Emily Sharp gets set to take on Jessica Taylor one-on-one. Bro, I just took a nap. Why do I feel like I'm going to pass out? You know, it could be the fact that we've been on for like an hour right now. We typically end at around this time, but we still have 2 matches left, so that could be part of it. Alright, so we still got a bit until this match loads. So how are you guys doing in the chat? Feel like y'all been a little quiet. You guys enjoying the show so far? We chilling? Hell yeah, hell yeah. I know I'm enjoying this shit. Kamikaze Marty and Duncan Jones had a much better match than they ever should have. And then Strength and Power and Block Party. That's actually a pretty good match, I'm not gonna lie. Making the monies, hell yeah, hell yeah. I feel like XTW's Elimination Fatal 5-Way match is better than MCW's. But still, Sean Golden and Drew Campbell at the end there. Like, honestly, the match felt like it was leading up to a singles match between Goldman and Campbell, but they still did a pretty good job at the end. Can't complain about that. But now they got Emily Sharp and Jessica Taylor. These two have fought in the past. Typically, Emily Sharp gets the win whenever these two collide, but now, well, who knows? I don't know how the fuck I said that. I feel like Golden and Campbell have been battling for a bit. Do you mean like they were battling for a bit in that match, or like they have been battling for a bit in general? Because as of late, they haven't been fighting. And I don't know when the last time, for a couple of weeks. When was the last time they've interacted besides that match? Last week, Golden teamed with Strength and Power to take on the Bakers. A few weeks ago, Goldman attacked Jeff Baker during his match. that did not involve Drew Campbell, or Cody for that matter. And then Cody had something completely different that he was doing. Now, fucking Sean Golden has not interacted with the Campbells. I don't know when the last time that he has interacted with them is, to be honest. Like, I know that they've had matches in the past, but I don't know when the last, like, it hasn't been recently, at least. I know that much, at least. But now we're going to go ahead and get our next matchup going, though. It's Emily Sharp and Jessica Taylor one-on-one. It is not too surprising at this point to see Sarah Baker and Amanda Nightblade accompanying Emily Sharp to the ring. Now, over the past few weeks, well, over the past month, Emily Sharp has been recruiting members of the MCW Women's Division to Team MCW to take on a group of XTW superstars at Soul Survivor. Earlier tonight, Sharp finalized the list of superstars who will fight alongside her. We already knew Izzy Phelps and Sarah Baker were picked to be part of the team, but earlier we found out that Jessica Taylor would be the fourth and final member of Team MCW, much to Taylor's chagrin.
And her opponent, accompanied by Dizzy Phelps. And from Toledo, Ohio, Jessica Taylor.
Now, Taylor and Sharp are already two superstars who do not like each other. But it seems that even in the war for brand supremacy, Taylor's not very willing to put her differences with Sharp aside. That being said, since the list is finalized and there is no changing it at this point, Taylor has agreed to be part of the team as long as she gets a match with Emily Sharp tonight, because she has some aggressions that she needs to take out on the team captain of Team MCW. But now this match is set to take place, Sharp versus Taylor one-on-one. And Taylor going to back Sharp into the corner to start things off, overpowering the opponent just a bit. Referee forced to get between the two, and we're going to see a clean break. And another tie, this time Sharp going to go behind with his waist lock. And Brett, a nice job getting your bet in just in time. Oh, and Taylor standing switch. But Sharp turns things around into a, hits the snapmare into a rear chin lock. Now drives that knee into the back. Taylor right back up to her feet, though, trying to run her over with a shoulder tackle. Instead, Sharp clotheslines her over the top rope, bringing her down to the floor. Sarah Baker getting involved now. Gonna bring her right back inside like a lumberjack. Or lumberjill in this case, I suppose. Oh, what a super kick from Emily Sharp. Now to the top turnbuckle, looking for a diving elbow drop. Taylor able to avoid it, and now witnessing the power of Taylor. A very innovative and powerful suplex delivered there a moment ago. Now kicking her a couple of times in the back. That one gets absorbed by Sharp, who looks for a basement drop kick or a sliding leg sweep of some sorts, it looked like there. Had little to no effect on Taylor, however, and now Big Jessie T is taking control of this match firmly. Gonna go for the cover off the elbow drop, only gets a 1. Now looking to follow up, but a back elbow from Sharp. Nice counter there, and follows up with a running, with a flying forward, it looked like, but Taylor sidesteps her. Now we see Amanda Nightblade at ringside, getting in Taylor's head, allows Sharp to take advantage off the inverted DDT. Looking to follow up here. Wraps the legs around the torso, now pulls back against the arms, against the shoulders. Rolls her over into a pinning combination, but she only gets a 1. Gonna pick Taylor back up to her feet, lifts her up, looking for the Ushigoroshi. But she's not finished yet. She wants to send a message to Jessica Taylor. Double leg takedown, steps through and is gonna step over, has that sharpshooter locked in. Center of the ring, there's nowhere for Taylor to go. She is forced to tap out. Well, it was all going greatly for Jessica Taylor. She seemed to have found an answer for Emily Sharp's offense early on, but then we saw Amanda Nightblade get involved. That one distraction to Jessica Taylor turned things around, turned the complexion of this matchup around 180 degrees. From there, it was all Emily Sharp. That Ushigoroshi followed up by the application of the sharpshooter, and it was all over after that.
Here is your winner, Emily Sharp.
Emily Sharp going to pick up the win here tonight. The team captain of MCW going to gain some momentum heading into Soul Survivor in 2 weeks. But ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere, because it is now time for the main event. The final main event of MCW on 2K19. Brings a tear to my eye just about. But we have a good one, a fucking great one, a huge one in store for you guys here tonight. The final MCW main event in 2K19. We are going out with a fucking bang, because up next we have Tyler Van Diver going up against Shinzo Tabata for the European Championship. And there we go. I am officially ready for this shit. You can't mess with the formula. All right. Hope you guys are ready. Are you ready, motherfuckers? Are you ready? Let's go, indeed. Tyler Van Diver set to challenge Shinzo Tabata for the European Championship, and it's up next.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the European Championship.
And there he is, the Golden Star. Tyler Van Diver making his way down to the ring. And this is a very important matchup to him for multiple reasons. Now, not only is the European Championship on the line, but I would also like to point out that in 2 weeks at Soul Survivor, whoever the European Champion is set to face off against Cody Gray, the World Hardcore Champion, in a champion versus champion match, as is tradition at Soul Survivor. Now, never before has a championship been defended so close to Soul Survivor if it wasn't going to be fought, if it wasn't going to be represented in a champion versus champion match. But this match has huge implications for Soul Survivor. The winner, if Van Diver wins, he officially changes the card. He will replace Shinzo Tabata, and he will face his former friend, not entirely sure if they're enemies anymore, but his former silver and gold tag team partner, Cody Gray. And I'd also like to point out that Tyler Van Diver, he could make even more history than that tonight if he wins that European Championship. Van Diver is a former UPWA champion, and he is a former UPWA tag team champion, a two-time tag team champion, as a matter of fact. Two-time UPWA tag team champion, two-time UPWA champion, but the thing is, he's never held the World Hardcore Championship or the European Championship. By winning the European title tonight, Tyler Van Diver will become the third ever Triple Crown champion in UPWA history after Sean Goldman and Alex Rude. Shinzo Tabata, on the other hand, desperately needs to retain here tonight, or else he will go down as the third shortest reigning European champion in history. But of course, that is what it's all about, the European Championship. 19 champions have held it in the past.
From West Palm Beach, Florida, weighing in at 225 pounds, Tyler Van Diver.
Tyler Van Diver looks to become number 20, here tonight.
Introducing the champion from Osaka, Japan, weighing in at 230 pounds, he is the European Champion, Bad Luke King.
Now, Tyler Van Diver, he feels that he was robbed of the European Championship last month at Titans Collide. He had a claim at the European title against the European champion Deuce at the time. And he was supposed to get a one-on-one match for the championship, but that ended up turning into a fatal four-way, including Duncan Jones and Shinzo Tabata, where Tabata ultimately won the title. Van Diver, he believes that he was screwed out of his opportunity. And last week, well, he's been lobbying this past month for a shot at the championship. Last week, he defeated Shinzo Tabata. He pinned the champion in that six-man tag team match. And after everything, he has officially earned this shot. So tonight, we finally get things underway. Tabata unleashes this flurry of right hands across the skull, and now taunting, taking a moment to taunt the Golden Star. This could be a mistake. So early on in the matchup, Van Diver going to make him pay for it as he hits the uppercut. Now brings him into the corner, double knees to the upper back. Tabata back up to his feet, charges back in, double leg takedown, and again unloads these right hands. Van Diver doing what he can to cover up. Now Tabata going to go for the early cover. He wants to get in and get out, but it's not going to be that simple against a veteran like Tyler Van Diver. Doesn't even get a one count on that one. And now Van Diver getting back into it, hits the dragon screw. But Tabata gets the jawbreaker, looking for a right hand. Van Diver fires back with one of his own. Now a quick jab, super kick. Setting him up for it early, looking for golden keys. And not even going to waste any time. Tyler Van Diver wants to put this match to bed. He wants to win that European Championship. He hits the Golden Star DDT. He goes for the cover. He only gets a 2. Oh, but Van Diver got a backflip, or front flip rather, over the European Champion. But that gives the Bad Luck King time to recover. Hits the Dragon Screw once again. Gonna pick the Golden Star back up, set him up. Looking for the Brain Buster. And now could be looking to finish the Golden Star off here. Has Van Diver up. And delivers the Bad Luck Bomb. Stacks him up, but Van Diver is well within the ropes. Rookie mistake by our European champion. And Van Diver going to capitalize. Sends him shoulder first into the canvas. Picks him back up now, and then Enziguri takes him down. Tabata trying to roll under the bottom rope to create some separation. Van Diver catches him, though. Stops him from getting out, but Tabata now with a suplex. Gets back up to his feet, transitions into a back suplex. Now, in spite of his win-loss record, Shinzo Tabata is a very dangerous man. He is the European champion for a reason. Part of it may come down to circumstance, but the fact of the matter is he had to defeat Deuce last month at Titans Collide to win the championship. And that is no easy feat by any means. Now Tabata. He could be looking to put Van Diver away. Lifts him up. And drops him on the top turnbuckle. There's a top rope brain buster going for the cover. But he only gets a 2 still. Van Diver manages to power out and stay alive. But for how much longer? How much more can he endure? Tabata setting him up, looking for the bad luck bomb again, but this time, Van Diver reverses into an inverted DDT. Now gonna pick the champion back up, plants him with another super kick, and follows up with golden keys. But there's, well, I guess that was the receipt right there. We saw the bad luck bomb get a rope break earlier. Now the golden keys gets rope break for Shinzo Tabata. Both these guys making rookie errors in this matchup. That's not what you want to see. But you got to imagine just the pressure of this high-stakes contest. Now Van Diver slowing down the pace. He's got the European champion trapped in the Tree of Woe. Goes across the ring, looking to go coast to coast. And that may just do it. That may win Van Diver the European Championship and make him the 3rd Triple Crown champion in UPWA history. 1, 2, no, Tabata kicks out. I don't know how the Bad Luck King is still going in this contest. You gotta hand it to him. But Van Diver is looking to shut down his offense, looking to put him away once and for all as he starts to get reinvigorated in this match. Couple of clotheslines and a falling drop kick later. Now going to follow up with golden keys. Center of the ring. Will that do it? And this match is over. Van Diver is a Triple Crown champion. These guys hit each other with everything they have in their arsenal. Gave each other their best shots. Without a doubt, you have to wonder, would that have retained Tabata's championship right there? Had the ropes not been within range, would Tabata still be champion right now? You got to know that Tabata's going to look back at that with regret for years to come. But the fact is, Tyler Van Diver, tonight, on May 7th, 2022, he has become the 3rd ever Triple Crown champion.
Here is your winner and new European champion, Tyler Van Diver.
Tyler Van Diver is your new European champion. He's the 3rd ever Triple Crown champion. And in 2 weeks at Soul Survivor, he will face off against former tag team partner Cody Gray in the annual World Hardcore Champion versus European Champion match at Soul Survivor. Congratulations to Tyler Van Diver on winning the European Championship, becoming a Triple Crown champion, winning the final main event on an MCW in 2K19. But ladies and gentlemen, that has been our show. Just like before, just like last night, I want to go ahead and fucking take a moment here to appreciate WWE 2K19. We fucking started MCW 3.5 years ago. Something like that, at least. All the way back in January 2019. And 168 episodes later, here we are we're finally fucking done with this game for MCW at least. We still got Soul Survivor in 2 weeks, but besides that, we're basically done with this game finally. We're finally going to be moving on to 2K22 here about next month, I want to say. As soon as I can get all my custom superstars, all some of the custom arenas, all the custom titles, everything that I need to get over. As soon as I can get it all over there, we are going to officially transition into 2K22. But yeah, that's basically it. MCW's finished on 2K19. It's been a fucking hell of a ride. It's fucking insane that we've gotten to this point. Absolutely insane. But in 2 weeks, mark your fucking calendars, in 2 weeks on, let's see here, May 20th and May 21st, Soul Survivor. At least that's the anticipated date. It might end up being a little bit earlier, might end up being a little later. I'm not entirely sure, but that's what we're going for right now. That is the current date. But yeah, we're going to be having Soul Survivor, a 2-night event. My favorite pay-per-view of the year, personally. Going to have the Soul Survivor tournament. Going to have champions fighting champions. Going to have XCW superstars clashing with MCW superstars. It is going to be fucking insane. And I cannot wait to get to it. But that is officially all that I have for you guys for MCW on 2K19. So I want to go ahead and thank each and every one of y'all who fucking stuck with us as long as you have. And I'm going to go ahead and close out the show now. So thanks again, everybody. This is MCW 168, live from Lafayette, Louisiana. And this is your boy Doug the Dog 6. I am signing off. I don't know for sure. I don't know for sure the dates that Soul Survivor is going to be on. But they're to kind of bridge the gap, because 2 weeks is a bit of time. To bridge the gap, if I have time, I do plan on doing some streams in between, some non-UPWA related shit, you know. So look out for that. Not entirely sure when any of that'll be happening, but I'll post it in the Discord beforehand to make sure that y'all know that that shit's happening. But like I said, I'm out of here. Thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. This has been your boy Doug the Dog 6, and I'm officially signing off. Have a good night, everybody. Have a happy Sunday. I will catch y'all in 2 weeks for Soul Survivor. Have a good night, everyone.